race to the White House is heating up, and we turn to Twitter to get the public's opinion of Republican nominee Donald Trump. Followers weighed in with their opinions, saying that 60% compared Trump to former President Ronald Reagan. One follower tweeted, quote, "Donald Trump has the same charisma and brutal honesty that the late Reagan possessed," end quote. Joining us now is former White House press secretary for Ronald Reagan, Peter Russell. Thanks for joining us, Peter. Being someone that spent a considerable amount of time with President Reagan, do you see any commonalities with President Reagan and the GOP candidate Donald Trump?
If you're saying people are comparing Trump to Reagan, I would suggest for any presidential candidate that don't underestimate the way the public places a value on conviction.
In your opinion, what do you think we can expect from the rest of this political race? It's getting nasty.
Just about the negativity. I think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to be a very tough campaign, and that's just the way politics is today. I'm not saying it wasn't tough when I was in it. It was, but I don't think it was quite this tough. And I think we're going to see it. I think it's going to ratchet up in terms of the toughness yet.
Being someone that witnessed several presidential races, do you think Americans like the old school version of the political race or the new version that incorporates social media?
What I see in the campaigns with all this social media is that as soon as somebody says something, it goes viral, and then they have to spend the rest of the day reacting to the reaction to it. So you really don't get a break at any point.
I couldn't agree more, and it's certainly been eventful thus far, and we still have 5 months until the election. Thanks for joining us. Supporters gathered Saturday to raise money for Backstoppers. Backstoppers is an organization that provides support to fallen and wounded officers and firefighters. Injured Rock Hill police officer Matt Crosby's parents attended the event. They say he's making progress after sustaining a life-threatening injury. Disturbing story coming out of Southern Illinois. An 8th grader has been charged as an adult in the alleged sexual assault of 2 other children. Hamilton County prosecutors charged the 14-year-old junior high school student with 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual assault. Investigators say he's suspected of inappropriate sexual conduct between March 1st and April 27th with 2 children under the age of 9. A driver gets busted. The teenager is jailed $50,000 worth of narcotics following a routine traffic stop on Wednesday. Corporal Justin Schulbert with the Huntsville Police Department was patrolling the State Highway 19 when he noticed a car at a high rate of speed. As Schulbert approached the driver, he could smell a strong odor of marijuana. The search of the car uncovered $50,000 worth of narcotics such as Xanax and ecstasy pills, codeine and promethazine cough syrup, as well as marijuana and a stolen handgun. The driver was taken into custody on felony charges of manufacturing and delivering a controlled substance. Police believe he is on his way to Dallas to deliver the drugs. Despite the tremendous amount of rainfall this spring, we're having to take extra precautions in Central Texas. Residents have went to watering their plants 2 times a day just to make sure their flowers don't die. We'll have more about this tonight at 6. New businesses opening up along I-45. I'm Alexis Bloomer, and I'll tell you how this will affect you and the community tonight at 6.
Blogger Alexis Bloomer and best-selling author Larry Winget. Welcome to you both. Alexis, young people, do you know some who have used student loan money for spring break vacations or anything else?
I do. A lot of my surrounding peers actually use their loan money for things that weren't necessarily for school funding and stuff like that, which was really disheartening because there's a lot of people that are working hard for that money and a lot of people that need that money to get an education. But I don't think that we're educated properly on what we do with our money, what we do with financial aid and what it's for.